Hey, welcome back, YouTube. And if you are new here, hi, my name is Noah. I'm a spiritualist, and on my channel, we talk about death, true crime, spiritual reparations, haunted people, places, and things, and how you could what? Fuck around and find out. If you are not subscribed, I highly recommend that you subscribe here and over on the TikTok, and also turn your notification bells on, especially if you're already subscribed, because if your notification bell's not on, are we really friends? Turn it on, babe. On today's episode, we are going to be talking about a phenomenon that we've all experienced at least once in our life, and that is sleep paralysis. I experienced sleep paralysis normally, or I did experience it until I became a spiritualist. And it's so crazy. From the ages of 12 to about 25, I really suffered, and sometimes I still have it. Once in a pink moon, I will experience sleep paralysis. I was running to sleep doctors and sleep specialists because I was so miserable. I wasn't able to sleep, and it was just a very, very tough feat. But it was not until I went and got some spiritual work done where I don't have those issues very often anymore. But before we even start into this little rabbit hole, for those who are lucky enough to not know what the hell I'm talking about and never experience sleep paralysis for themselves, sleep paralysis is whenever you fall asleep and you wake up and you can see the room around you. You know where you are, and you can't move, you can't talk, you can't scream, you can't do anything. Sometimes people feel a pressure on their chest where it feels like they can't breathe. And sometimes you see what is commonly known as a sleep demon. And scientists say it's because you are going in and out of REM sleep. I noticed that whenever I was experiencing it a lot, it was whenever I would fall asleep very, very quickly, when I was exhausted, and mainly when I slept on my back. A lot of people that like to lucid dream accept and welcome sleep paralysis because you will accidentally slip into astral projection and lucid dreaming. And when I was going to these specialists, they tried to make it seem like I had sleep apnea, and then I ran tests and I didn't have sleep apnea. But 4 to 5 times a week, I was experiencing sleep paralysis, and I was looking at low vibrational D words in my room. I was hearing voices. I was hearing family members that I knew weren't home or were sleeping talking to me. And I'm going to get into my experiences in just one moment. But one thing that I did learn from going to all of these sleep specialists is there are different types of sleep paralysis, or different stages, I should say, not even different types, different stages of this whole thing. You have intruder hallucinations, which is where you see someone in your room or you hear someone in your room. They call them hallucinations. You have VM sensations, which is you leaving out of your body, outer body experiences, which is commonly known as astral projection. And then you have chest pressure hallucinations, where you feel like something is sitting on top of your chest. The reason why I use a lot of air quotations in this video is because I feel like it's all bullshit and they just don't really want to call it what it is. Because one of the sensations or hallucinations, they call it, that we experience involves astral projecting. And the CIA had to release a document about how they were sending people over to astral project and spy on the Soviet Union 50 something years ago. So it's like, am I supposed to trust what y'all tell me? Or am I supposed to trust what I see and what I feel? Because like I said, I dealt with this for a very long time. I said 12 to 25. It was probably more towards 12 to 28. I have seen and heard and felt the worst of the worst spiritual attacks. That's what I like to call them. And there's no way that you can tell me that I was hallucinating what I felt. My very first sleep paralysis situation was when I was 12. I was in junior high, 7th grade. And I happened to wake up and I looked at my clock and it was 3:33. And I kept a chair in front of my bed, which I would never do today. It was a chair cattle corner to my bed, and there was someone sitting in it. And it appeared to be a little boy dressed in Victorian clothing. and his feet dangled off my chair, and I'm just looking at him, and he was looking at me, and we was looking at each other, and I'm like, I live here. Who are you? And ever since then, I've been experiencing this phenomenon, or once I started doing my cleanses, my prayers, and different things like that, I stopped. But it took a long time. It was a long journey in trying to figure out what sleep paralysis actually was. And the little buddy I saw whenever I first experienced sleep paralysis was actually mild to what I was going to experience. I have felt the sensation of being essayed, and I'm not going to say it on here. And please reframe your comments like she should just say it. I'm on someone else's platform. I don't own YouTube, and I'm not going to get banned off of it. But I have felt the sensation of someone attempting to essay, and I'm going to put it up here, essay me. I have had the sensation of being scratched or something digging their nails, and it's not like regular nails. It felt like claws with the sharpness on the ends of them seeping into my skin, scratching me. I've heard people calling my name, whispers. And when I say calling my name, sometimes it sounds like a person that I live with. For instance, me and my sister shared a room for years, and I would be asleep, and I've had sleep paralysis moments where she's calling my name and telling me, come here, Brianna, come here. And yes, I just told y'all my name, but I'm still Noah, because if you know how to spell my name, you know why I put my name as Noah. But anyway, I've had a entity pretend to be my husband before. I've been flat on my back in sleep paralysis, and I can see a dark cloud hovering above me with bright, piercing red eyes. Listen, I went through this from the age of 12 up into my mid to late 20s. So if I really got into it, y'all would be here all night. But what I can say is that these were not hallucinations. And I've had to have a lot of spiritual cleanses that were done by people who are highly initiated into different religions, pantheons, what have you, to get a certain energy off of me. And ever since I started this journey on my spiritual path, I have less and less and less of these occurrences, to where I was having them 4 to 5 times a week and running to specialists because I needed it to stop, to it happening maybe 3 times a year. And that's when I've been doing a lot of spiritual work, readings, conjuring for people, and not cleansing properly after. And look at me now. I don't have the issue. So I don't know. You know, I believe in correlation, and I believe me becoming more in tune with ancestor spirit guides, the Most High, making sure that I cleanse regularly, and just staying on top of my prayers have helped. Because when I was experiencing this as a kid and like an old teenager, like 18, 19, I thought it was just me. Until I went to the internet and realized these sleep demons, and I'm not saying it again in this video because I already said it twice. I'm going to say D words. But these sleep D words have different names in different cultures, and the whole world experiences this. Because these low vibrational creatures can only get to you whenever your guard is down. And, or at least that's what I believe. Y'all know I believe a lot of stuff. But if you hear, then you understand, and you probably believe too. But they can only get to you whenever your spiritual guard and your physical guard is down. And if you are continuously having sleep paralysis, then it is time for you to do some spiritual work. When I say spiritual work, I don't mean just like what I do. I mean like it's time for you to pray to Jesus, if that's what you believe in. It's time for you to pray to Allah or Buddha, whatever it is. Because sleep paralysis is absolutely a spiritual attack. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. All around the world, like I said, they have names for these D words that ascend upon you in your sleep. The most popular D word that loves to do this is a incubus, and it is normally associated with sexual activity and different things like that. So if you are having spicy time in your dreams, having orgasms in your dreams, or having spicy time with people that seem familiar, that is definitely that low vibrational incubus or succubus D word trying to trick you into trusting. So I would definitely recommend some cleanses. And a lot of people pick up this energy by sleeping around, but that's a different video. And if you are not sleeping around, then maybe you should ask your partner who they're sleeping with or have slept with, because energy never dies. And that's all these low vibrational creatures are, is a ball of shitty energy. But the word incubus literally just translates from Latin as a D word that preys upon you in your sleep. As always, we're going to go over to TikTok University and we're going to watch some ticky tacks on sleep paralysis and sleep D words. And y'all know I love to give credit where credit is due, so I will be linking all of the creators' profiles in the description of this video. This first TikTok comes from a account that has the handle Clip Cooperation, and it is showing a young boy who is experiencing sleep paralysis. And I'm assuming that this has been an ongoing issue for him because he asked his dad, who I'm assuming, to record him. And this is what I imagine I look like when I'm going through sleep paralysis.
This is Josh. He's in a sleeping paralysis state right now. The best he could do is shake a bit like that and have a little moan. Try to yell, but right now he's in that. Yeah, he's begging for us to get out. He asked me to record him last time.
Josh.
Alright.
Josh.
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 Alright, so he's good.
Josh.
He's out.
Did you notice it looked like he was trying to run? He definitely was twitching and different things like that. So that's why I said I think this is what I look like whenever I'm going through it, because I'll be fighting for my life in them dreams. The next TikTok comes from a user named CatKing77, and he is watching a video of a man or a person who's sleeping, and they turned on the infrared camera on a regular camera or the night vision, and you could clearly see something climb on top of him while he was going through a sleep paralysis episode. Now, I am going to say this. A lot of the content that's being shown on TikTok, they are Christians. So like I said a little bit earlier, pray upon who you need to pray upon, because once you give these D words an idea that you are backed by either ancestors, spirit guides, Jesus Christ, Oludumare, well, whoever you say your God is, Buddha, they know that they have no dominion over you, that there is a higher power that you believe is watching over you. But just watch this. I don't know why I never thought to do that, but the spiritualist in me knows now, like, it will pick up any activity that is happening in the spiritual world, because the spiritual world is very much so alive. So I don't know. I don't experience sleep paralysis like I used to, but that's very interesting. Do y'all think that that's real? Comment down below. This next video comes from a user named Lindsay Ivan, and she is talking about a video that I'm assuming probably went viral about a woman being caught on camera who deals with sleep paralysis, and her husband said she was doing weird stuff in the middle of the night. Y'all, watch this.
This is what a nasty case of sleep paralysis can do to you. This woman's husband noticed that she would do weird things in the middle of the night, especially around 3 a.m., aka the witching hour. So he set up cameras, and this is what he caught. I was me, I'm taking the baby and I'm leaving. I'm sorry. Either she's possessed or she's trying to get the sleep paralysis demon off of her chest. To be determined.
Lindsay, sis, I'm with you. Me and the baby would have been deuces. You fight your own D words, okay? Because that was too scary, especially when she looked directly into the camera and smiled as if she was being possessed. I'm sorry. Cleanse and seek divination immediately. Next TikTok comes from an account called K Singer 1975, and she has security cameras in her house, and she had just woken up from a sleep paralysis episode. You guys pay attention to the bottom of her bed skirt and then tell me what you think in the comments. What was that? This is why I say they try to convince us that these are hallucinations. This is a scientific thing. But it's so crazy that she woke up from a sleep paralysis attack, because that's exactly what they are. And her bed skirt looks like something breathed out of it. I think not. And while this is a very serious topic, this is so common that over on TikTok, they make a joke out of it, talking about how cool their sleep D word is, or whatever the case is. Because, I mean, at this point, if you don't know how to combat low vibrational D words or spirits, you might as well laugh to keep from crying. This next lighthearted TikTok comes from a user named My A Spence, and she's a clown, and I died because I was just like, listen, some people cope with this shit differently than others, and I can't even blame them, because what are you supposed to do? Y'all watch this TikTok.
Yo, why can I not move? What's going on?
I want to go all the way up. I want to do it. Stop hiding. You hiding forever. Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky. Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky. Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky. Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky.
I had to end y'all off with something light, because more than likely this video is going to be uploaded very late. And instead of watching SpongeBob like most of us do whenever we're scared, I'd rather y'all just kind of laugh at that. That is all for today, YouTube. If you have a creepy, paranormal, spiritual reparation, true crime, fuck around and find out video, please email me or reply down in the comments. I also want to know, have you ever experienced sleep paralysis, and what are your takes on it? Please leave a comment down below, because I can't be the only one on this platform who talks about their experience. I need y'all opinion and experiences as well. Y'all do good, be good, and stay safe.